Hey guys, it's Rhea, and today we are going to be doing my January and February monthly wrap up. I haven't been on too much actually at all since the new year. I'm hoping to get back into the swing of things and do more videos. I'm not going to be doing a TBR because I've been kind of random and all over the place, and it's just a lot of hassle to actually pick out books, and I haven't been in the mood to really do that. It's more like I'll pick a book and I'll read it. So, yeah, that's enough of that. Let's just get into it because there are a lot of books that I'm going to be sharing with you guys, and my phone's going off. Alright, first up is The Host by Stephanie Meyer, and I was very surprised. The only reason why I got this book was because it was like less than $1 at the library, and it was really good. I wasn't a fan of Stephanie Meyer from the Twilight series, but I think this was a way better book. I love the characters. I couldn't help think about Gold from the SG-1, but this was a really good book and I really enjoyed it. Next up we have Daughter and Smoke a Bone by Laini Taylor, and I thought it was really good. I also read Days of Blood and Starlight by Laini Taylor. It was a lot of fun, and the characters were really creative and I really enjoyed it. Right, the next 3 books that I read were Eldest, Brisinger, and Inheritance by Christopher Paolini. And I thought these books were really good. They were really good addition to Aragon that I read later last year, I think around November, December. And it was really good. I really liked it. The series ended a little unresolved on a couple things, but it was a really good series. I really enjoyed it, and there's dragons in it, so enough said. Okay, the next book that I read is The Coldest Girl in Cold Town, and I really love this book. It was a really good book. It was a good ride. I really loved it, but it did end a little unresolved on some parts too, but besides that, I thought it was a really good book. Next up, I have Reboot by Amy Tintera, and I loved this book. This book was so cute. I loved Ren had insecurities, and her relationship with Callum was so sweet, and I just loved it that we actually had a book or reading about in a relationship that didn't just evolve so fast. It took its time, and it was fairly innocent, and I loved it. Alright, the next 3 books that I read was the Leviathan series by Scott Westerfeld, or trilogy, and that is Leviathan, Behemoth, and Goliath. And I thought it was a really good book. It was very interesting. The characters, the drawings, the world, it was amazing. I really loved those books. Next up, I have Nefert's Curse. I never said her name out loud, so yeah, that sounds weird. This novella is Nefert's her backstory. I loved seeing how nice she was in the beginning, and I knew that she would go bad and evil, and I was just very interested in her story and how she got to be the evil, you know what I mean. So this is a spin-off from the House of Night, and it's written by PC and Kirsten Cast, and I really loved it. I mean, I'll probably do a rebook pick on it sooner or later. That's another thing I need to do. I need to catch up on that because I am way behind. Next thing that I read is The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde, and it was a very interesting and kind of weird read. The first few chapters, I couldn't put the book down, and then it slowed, and then it picked up again, so it was pretty good. Yeah. Next, I read Control for the read-along by Lydia Kang, and I really love this book. I could not put it down, obviously. I was like, okay, I'm gonna read the first 8 chapters, and then I'm gonna put it down, and then wait. But I couldn't. I had to force myself to stop to write something in the Goodreads under the read-along. It was really good. I cannot wait to the next book, which I don't even know when it's coming out, and that ending, I was so mad. I was so mean. I was like, this was even before I knew that there was another one, because I was like, this better not be how it happens. I was very emotional. Alright, and that's everything for January, so let's go into February. First book that I read in February was You by Austin Grossman, and it was an interesting read, but I think my husband X would have appreciated it a little bit more. It was about video games, and it had like video design and mechanics. It was explained simply enough so anyone without like an actual knowledge of video games, like how they work and how they're made and stuff, could understand. And it was pretty interesting, but if you're not into video games, it'll probably be dull for you. Yeah. The next 7 books that I read or reread was the Harry Potter series, and as you guys know, it is The Sorcerer's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban, The Goblet of Fire, Order of the Phoenix, Half-Blood Prince, and The Deathly Hallows, all by J.K. Rowling. And I loved rereading these. I haven't reread them in such a long time, and it was just really nice to go back and like remember all these things from my childhood, and it was amazing. I loved rereading these. I think I should reread these more often. But yeah. The next book that I read is How to Train Your Dragon number 9, and it is by Cressida Cowell. I thought it was a really good book. The How to Train Your Dragon series is really long and getting up there, but it's still nice. It's still cute to see all the drawings, and it was a really cute read. The next book that I read is The Uncensored Confessions by Nina Malkin, and it was alright, but it was very fake and exaggerated, so I'm really glad that I got this at a dollar store. I was kind of disappointed. I thought it would be better, but I don't know. I didn't get that much into it. Alright, the next thing that I read is Love and Other Perishable Things by Laura Buzzo. I love the beginning of this book, the Amelia chapters. She was very naive and witty. I did start to lose interest towards the end, which is kind of depressing because it started out so cute and strong. The next thing that I read is Between the Shades of Grey, and it is by Ruta Sepetys. I don't know how to say that. It was kind of a novel that I needed to be prepared for. It was, yeah, I had to take a second after reading the first few chapters to actually get in the right state of mind, kind of. It was really sad. It is a heartbreakingly tale, and it has loss and hope and love, but in the beginning it was just very hard. I did not know anything about this book. I heard it from another booktuber, and she was going to read it, but I didn't do much research after that, so that is my fault. But in the end, it was really good after I got, in the right state of mind. But yeah. And the last book that I read for February was The Shadowhunter's Codex, and I've only read City of Bones by Cassandra Clare, but I was actually really interested in the world, and I will read the rest of them. I just give me a minute. I have other books that I'd like to read, and I haven't found it in my library, so not my fault. Alright, I actually enjoyed reading this book. I loved just getting more into the world. I love those kinds of books. Like I have, hold on. Okay, sorry. I love reading those types of books. Like I have the Nyx and the House of Night and the Fledgling Handbook, and I just love anything that gets me more involved in the worlds that I already love. So for me, it was a really good book. I really love the commentary on the ends and like the things that are handwritten, and they're really cute. And it's by Cassandra Clare, and Joshua Lewis, and I thought it was really cute and really charming, and I love getting more into the world, and I'm trying not to buy the others, the other books in this series, not right now anyway. So yeah, that's pretty much for my wrap up for January and February. I hope you guys have a great day, and hopefully I actually go and film more and post more. So, oh, things considered, I hopefully will see you sometime soon. Bye guys. The only problem I had with this book was in the end I wanted to know if she was a vampire, if she would turn to a, or sorry, in the end I wanted to know if she, like, right, the next 7 books that I read, or reread, the next 7 books that I reread, I should probably redo that whole thing. Oh my god, this is gonna be Uncensored Confessions by Nina